I get angry sometimes. It's a fact of life. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to all of you that I've got the ability to not get upset ever at any given point. Normally, my anger stems from not one single event, but from multiple instances of unregulated bullshit that comes with life. And if you ever see me get truly, from the bottom of my heart, angry at a video game, I can promise you it's not the game, it's external factors weighing on my heart and my mind, and just so happens that the events of that game are the straw that broke the hillbilly's back. However, as I've explained in the past, a lot of the time that I quote explode on DBD, my anger is being played up on purpose, and regular viewers can tell you two things about my so-called anger issues. One, most of the time, and I mean the vast majority of the time, I do not let shit affect me in this game. I give so little actual fucks about this game that survivors could come to my house and form a conga line to kick me in the nuts one after the other, and I'd be more likely to develop a new fetish than I would to actually get mad. I normally just GG's goes next because heart problems run in my family, and if I'm gonna die, it'll be because I get suffocated between a pair of juicy thighs, not because this fuck-ass group of pixels gave me a heart attack. And number two, as quickly as I quote explode and yell and curse, I go back to speaking normally, laughing and cracking jokes. When you see clips of me losing it, especially if it's a clip I post, I promise you I am not actually mad. The reason I'm making a video on this is because I posted a clip on Reddit the day that I'm writing this. Now I'm going to show you the Reddit clip, and you're more than welcome to form your own opinions of the clip after I show it to you, but trust me, there is a very long, unscripted discussion ahead that I just feel like I need to get off my chest because a few of the ways people reacted to this clip has been bothering me slightly. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right, Sable, you're better than me. You're right, Sable, you're better than me. No, Sable. Sable, you're better than me, Sable. Sable, I thought you were better than me. I thought you were better than me, Sable. I thought you were better than me. Wait, Sable. We were on an M1 map on Batum. I thought you were better than me, Sable. I thought you were better than me, you stupid bitch. I thought you were better than me! What happened to you being better than me? You stupid... Now, judging from the comments on the Reddit thread, after watching that clip, you have one of two reactions. Number one, you see it for what it is, a funny little BM revenge scenario where somebody was being a dickhead to me, and so after I showed them what for, I was a dickhead back. It's just the nature of gaming in general, and especially when it comes to me. I never BM unless I am BM'd first. If you are acting the ass, I will treat you like an ass. But the other way you might have responded to this, and this is, in my opinion, the much stranger way, is you might have gone off the deep end and started accusing me of some of the weirdest and most heinous shit based entirely off of a clip that you have basically no context for. Now, we're gonna go back to that context thing in just a little bit, but first, I want to explain a little bit about the clip and the things that I said in it and my supposed super angry outburst that many people on Reddit have explained to me, which actually means I need to take a game because I've obviously been playing too much of this game, despite the fact that I only play an average of like 2 hours a day, if that, and the longest I've played this game in the past 3 months was like 4 hours in a day when I did an extra long stream. Generally speaking, I don't actually play this game this much, and that's because, and I know this is hard for DBD players to grasp, I have a life. I have a life completely outside of it, right? I take walks in the morning. I have, one of my friends recently brought me like 3 new books in a series that I've been reading, so I've been reading those. I have a novel that I'm writing. I have a job. I go out to eat with my mom all the time. Like her and I, we switch off and pay for each other's meals. So I'm spending time with her. I've been spending time at a bistro lounge in my city and meeting new people up there. So I don't spend that much time on this game. But the other thing is, and I can't believe I have to reiterate this because I have talked about this before, I'm a fucking rage comic, guys. I play up the anger on purpose. I want to give you guys a great example of a rage comic. Have you ever watched Bill Burr? Bill Burr is one of the most famous comedians out there, and he is a rage comic. Another example is Christopher Titus. Christopher Titus is also a rage comic. If you don't know what rage comics are or what our specialty is, it's taking things that seem like they shouldn't be a big deal and over-exaggerating our anger toward the situation to make people laugh. And at the end of the day, that is one of the things my audience enjoys. They enjoy when I pretend to lose my shit. But I'm gonna show you something that's gonna kind of explain it. This is me literal minutes after that clip. What's this one? Sacrifice one survivor to the entity. Sacrifice these nuts to the entity. Yeah, I can do that. See how calm and collected I am? See how I was just like, all right, let me see what we got here. Okay, cool. That's what I gotta do. I make a little joke about what I gotta do, and then I move on with my life. And you know why that is? Because no matter how upset I may or may not get at Dead by Daylight, when the end screen shows up, I no longer care. I have had matches where I genuinely did get angry, right? Where a survivor was acting an ass, or not even that. Maybe I'm just dealing with bullshit, right? Because sometimes this game does feed you a lot of bullshit. I'm dealing with a cornucopia of health states, or there's a 1 billion second chance perks, or they're constantly getting background player flashbang saves, or they're flip-flop boil over to the top ropes of Eerie of Cox and I can't hook them, and you know, whatever the case may be. Maybe there was something that upset me, but my philosophy has always been this. I shouldn't say always. It's been this for about a year. The moment that end screen shows up, right? The moment all 4 people escape, or I manage to pull a 4K out of my ass and the thing goes boom, dun 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 dun, right? And your character starts walking. The minute that the millisecond that end screen shows up, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I've had survivors that I fucking hated while I was playing the game. I was talking all sorts of shit on them. I was like, you're a bitch, I hate you, you're an asshole, your mother never loved you, fuck you, fuck your perks, fuck your family line, fuck Mufasa, whatever the case may be, right? And the moment that end screen's over, they'll come into Twitch, they'll come into my chat and they'll be like, I'm sorry I made you angry. And I'm like, I don't care. Because I don't. You know why? Because I don't judge people's personalities or even morality based off of how they play this game. I just don't. I do not attach the way I think about a real life human being to their play style in a video game, right? I can think some things are weird, right? Like I think if you 4-man slug and let everybody bleed out for 4 minutes without even attempting to hook anyone, you're a freaking weirdo, right? And I think that if you teabag at the exit gates instead of just leaving, you're a fucking weirdo and wasting time, and it really irritates me. But after the game's over, who cares? I don't care. Why do you care? Why do you do that? My friend Brand, the Mr. Headache, posted a video that I really, really enjoyed. It was called something like, not everything in DBD has to be a stance, or something like that. And in it, he said something that I felt was very profound. Take a listen.
If I say tunneling is fine in some circumstances, then there's a ton of people who play Survivor just like, oh, well, he's garbage now. Not just me, like in the game, but like me as a creator, me as a person, I am bad now. I am terrible and I am not worth being listened to. But like, that's the reality, right? If you tunnel somebody out at like 1 or 2 gens, you're just trying to win the game. If you tunnel somebody at like 4 or 5 gens, you're probably playing very intensely and it's probably not necessary. Like in most cases, I can't imagine that consistent tunneling at 4 or 5 gens makes sense. That's just kind of how the game is. But like me even saying, hey, tunneling is okay in any capacity, for some reason, that for a lot of people that makes me, Brand, the person worth being thrown away over, which sucks.
This whole thing really resonated with me, right? Attaching morality to opinions on a video game or the way somebody plays the game is so bizarre to me. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. And as much as so many people in this community like to pretend like they're above anything else, they still treat this video game like it's real life. They take this game way more seriously than they think I take this game. Now, it may seem weird to a lot of you, right? Why am I making a whole YouTube video based off of some comments from some randos on fucking Reddit of all places? And the reason I am is because, one, it was bothering me, and maybe I shouldn't let it do that, but it really was. It was frustrating because as an autistic person, one of my biggest things is I have this incessant need to be understood. If I feel like I'm being misunderstood or misrepresented or something like that, I feel the need to try to fix it because I think that everybody goes off of logic, right? I, for some reason, am naive, and I believe that if you explain something in the right way, you can convince anybody to change their mind, and that's just not how reality works, unfortunately, but I have a compulsion to do it. But also, number two, I think that the way people reacted to this clip really speaks to something within the DBD community that is a thing that's been bothering me for a while, and that is the act of acting morally superior or even more mature than other people based off of absolutely fucking nothing. This community has such a massive superiority complex when it comes to shoving their own heads up their asses in ways that I can't even imagine. Do you guys remember when I did that video about the higher standard that streamers are typically held to within the community, where people will take the most benign, meaningless crap and make a billion fucking videos and Twitter posts and all of this about how this streamer is toxic and horrible and no one should follow them and everything. I mean, Aaron got an entire Twitter thread made about him because he called somebody lucky. Holy crap, guys. Like, I couldn't believe it. And this plays into that concept. I'm not going to name names, and I'm not going to show screen caps of the comments because I'll be honest with you. Number one, I blocked a lot of these people. Number two, some of these comments got deleted by the mods. I personally ended up getting a one-day ban from the DBD mods because I was returning the energy being given to me, and I was basically told by the mods in no uncertain terms to just not do that. If someone's being an asshole to me, I'm supposed to just block them and move on, which, you know what? Fair enough. I'm not going to be mad at the mods for that. I probably shouldn't have let these people affect me the way they did, and it's a good lesson learned. But the point is that I also just don't want a witch hunt, right? I don't want people going after other people. I don't want you guys to tackle. So you're just going to have to take my word that these comments existed, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is this person who claimed to be a Twitch partner who replied to like every comment in that thread. If it was a comment that was negative against me, they'd be like, I know, right? I can't believe the way this streamer fucking acted. It's so embarrassing, yeah, right? And then if it was a positive comment, they would be like, I can't believe you're supporting this, like, right? And they were like, I'm a Twitch partner and I don't act like this, as if I give a flying fuck or anybody cares. But this is part of that moral superiority I was talking about. They think that they're better than me. They think that they are more deserving of Twitch success than I am because they don't call their opponents a dumb bitch whenever they're playing the game or whatever. Right? And they just kept going on and on. And at one point they made a comment, and this is where I really went from like mildly frustrated to genuinely angry. I they made a comment to one person and they said, this is the kind of person who's never had anything bad happen in their life if they get this mad at teabagging. Again, I wasn't actually mad, but I digress. Quick trigger warning. I'm gonna say some really deep childhood trauma here, so forgive me for a moment, but how are you going to say that about somebody who has been molested 3 times in their life, twice as a little kid and once as a teenager, who was the victim of someone trying to groom them, who watched various of their friends get gunned down in gang wars, who has lived through extreme and severe poverty to the point where they were homeless several times in their life, who knows what it's like to starve because your family doesn't get paid for another 2 weeks? How are you going to say that about somebody who has regularly faced massive abuse and who has faced more problems than you could ever fucking imagine? Making this kind of judgment call off of how long is this clip? Like 2 minutes, maybe? Not even that? I'm gonna tell you right now, hold on. It's a 40-second clip. It's not even a minute long. Making that kind of comment against somebody from a 40-second clip is actively insane. And when I say actively insane, I mean it's actively insane. You are an insane person. That is such a wild thing to say about someone based off of basically nothing. You know nothing about them. But it wasn't just this person that was frustrating me. It was a whole bunch of other people. Like I said, some people telling me to take a break from the game when I don't play the game that much and I also don't care that much. One person said this was blatantly misogynistic. Touch grass. I don't just want you to touch grass. I want you to get out there. I want you to lay down, put your face down. I want you to really feel the fibers, okay? I don't want you to take a big fucking whiff and pull your head out of your ass. This was not misogynistic. Like, just because the Sable is a female character doesn't mean shit. If it was a David, I would have still called them a stupid bitch. And a stupid, I can't say the other word on YouTube because they demonetize you, but I still would have did it. I still would have called them that, no matter what character they were playing. You know why? Because they were acting like a stupid bitch. Don't act like a stupid bitch. I won't call you a stupid bitch. You know? And what's crazy is, like, again, you have no other context outside of the BM at the exit gate. This entire team was basically BMing me. Right before the Sable, I had the one who actually left, the one who's got an escape icon in the clip, that Meg, she was BMing me at the other exit gate, and I wasn't able to land a hit on her before she left. So I've been BM'd this whole match. So I'm sorry if after being BM'd for an entire match and getting revenge on one of the people BMing me, if I went a little crazy, right? Like, it's just insane. And when you scroll through the comments, outside of the ones that were like making jokes about it and, you know, genuinely understanding what it was, you know, when you get past all of those and people asking questions about the new black box add-on, you just get to these amount of people. Like, this person commented, men like this are so icky, dude. It's so sad to see. I mean, good thing I'm not a man then, I guess. Like, this person, it's not worth getting that mad about. Again, I wasn't mad, bro. Y'all are weird. Y'all are just weird. Like, the way that y'all responded to this clip and treated it like I was just being this angry, rage-filled asshole. Like, I'm autistic, right? Like, you guys know this about me by now. I'm autistic. I feel like I can recognize it. Maybe it's just because it is me and I know my thought process at the time, but I feel like I can recognize when someone's jokingly being angry and when someone is actually truly angry. I don't want to bring this clip up, but it's the best example I have. Do you guys remember this shit? God! I hate squads like this! I fucking hate them! You guys are the worst pieces of dog shit players on the fucking planet. That's me genuinely angry. That's me actually pissed off. And you know what? Like I said in the beginning of this video, that was not the game. I was grieving my dead father when I was playing the game on that day. I was going through a lot of crap in my real life, and it just so happened that after like 7 matches in a row of bully squads, that was the match that was the straw that broke the hillbilly's back. That's what that was. And I just, can you see the difference between this? God! I hate squads like this! I fucking hate them! You guys are the worst pieces of fucking dog shit players on the fucking planet! And this? Me. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right, Sable, you're better than me. You're right, Sable, you're better than me! No, Sable! Sable, you're better than me, Sable! Sable, I thought you were better than me! I thought you were better! I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe this video is a mistake to make, right? Like, maybe I'm opening the floodgates for a bunch of people to tell me that I'm actually a stupid piece of shit, and I don't know how I am actually feeling at any given time, and whatever, right? But I just feel like, too many people in the DBD community jump to too many conclusions way too fast, but also too many of you are just... You think you're above everything, right? You think you're better and above everybody else. And that's my final point I want to make in this video. I hate, loathe even, absolutely despise when people act like they never get upset at video games, like they never get angry, like they never lose their temper from time to time. People act like they are absolute saints and have never once reacted poorly to a situation in a video game. And it's just such crap, right? Like, it's so bullshit. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I know everybody and everybody's situation, everything like that. But I know how human beings are. And further than that, I know how gamers are. I'm 31 years old, guys. I've been alive for a long time. I've been gaming longer than some of you watching this video have been alive, okay? I have met tons of gamers over the years, and not a single gamer I have ever met in my life has a complete perfect record of never getting angry. Fucking Ots Darva gets angry at the game. Have you ever watched this man when he's putting up with bullshit, bro? How many times have you watched this man go, what? What is happening?
How is that possible, dude? What the hell is going on? I'm getting outbursts so bad. Oh my god, dude.
What? Right? Like, how many times have you... I've never seen a single person, the most calm, kind, wonderful people in this community will lose their temper sometimes, because that's what it is. And it's not, you know, gamer rage like the stereotypical, you know, Delore, break your fucking keyboard, act like your entire life is over a video game. I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the fact that video games are challenges, and challenges come with frustration as you try to overcome those challenges. And also, this game is just crap sometimes. This game robs you on a regular basis. Hey, how many times have you been hit through a pallet when you shouldn't have? How many times have you sat there and watched your attack land and you didn't get the hit? How many times has a gen seemed to go a little bit too fast, or a killer's walking a little bit too fast, right? Sometimes this game is just bullshit. And you cannot tell me that in the face of all the bullshit this game throws at you, you never once get mildly upset. Right? At the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, I'm just an entertainer. I'm just here to make you laugh. And if my type of comedy isn't your type of comedy, that's fine. But that doesn't make you better than me, man. That doesn't make you better than anyone else. Your version of what you find funny is what you find funny. There are a lot of things I don't find funny. I've been a stand-up comedy. A stand-up comedy? I'm so tired. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been a stand-up comedian since I was 9 years old. That is 23 years, 22 years, 22 years I've been doing stand-up comedy, okay? I've gone through phases that I look back on and no longer find funny, right? I've gone through phases of comedy. I go back and I look at some of my old jokes, some of my old videos that you guys are never gonna find, right? And I look back on it and I was like, it's cringe. That's not funny. And some stuff I said, genuinely, somebody should have kicked my ass. But that's the point. The point is that someone out there finds that version of me funny. And someone out there finds you funny but won't find me funny. And someone out there finds me funny but won't find you funny. And that's okay. That's okay. That's why there's so many different types of comedy, guys. It's a vast world. If you don't find me funny, you don't find me funny. It's okay. You're allowed to not find me funny. Just quit being fucking weird about it. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble and get this off my chest. Like I said, it's been bothering me all day. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching the video. And thank you to all of my channel members who toss me money every single month so they could get access to awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more. If you want to see the full list of perks and how you can become a channel member today, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.